What's going on, guys? Wingsman here and welcome back to another video, and today guys I'm gonna be showing you one of my all-time favorite lighting designs in Minecraft. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Keep in mind, I made this design a while ago, and when I made it, we of course didn't have black stone, but I think it looks way better with it. So here it is. This is my all-time favorite lighting design. Basically having like a torch over here, since at the time we didn't even have the actual lanterns. But look how amazing this looks. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a backstory. Basically, I always loved, ever since I started playing Minecraft, to decorate with weird blocks. Basically using different blocks to actually make a house, make a pathway, make different designs over here, something like this, including the actual lighting source. And you can see the design over here. The most important part that's across all three designs is the actual iron bars connected to some levers. Of course, you can just flip the levers over here, they don't do anything, but you can see it really looks like they are connected, and it gives you a really nice shape. You almost get an emerald shape over here at the top using the actual hoppers. So you can see we have a hopper with the iron bar connected over here to a little lever, and I think it gives it a really nice shape. And of course you can have this all over your wall, or you can just attach the actual chain to the top, have like a little wall over here and make like a little lighting source outside. It's fully up to you. So when I made this, I used a lot of the grey blocks like stone bricks and all of the other stuff, and it didn't really look that amazing, but it was definitely another one of the weird wacky things that I actually made. To give you an example of weird, this was my favorite pathway design that I ever made. I basically made this when the observers were introduced, and when they were, the actual part over here where we have the little red dot had the exact same shape, exact same size, the color, and of course the pattern of the anvil, so it looked amazing. But you can see with the observers now, they added this little line over here like 6 pixels, and of course the dot is not really in the center, and you can see the anvil color and the actual pattern kinda changed a bit, so they don't match really well together, but you can see it even now, it looks amazing. And you can see that this is just one of the things that I love to do, using different blocks in survival, using observers and anvils to make a floor. I mean, how crazy is that? I just noticed that in a YouTube video, this anvil pattern over here with the light pixels is probably gonna look more greenish, but this looks amazing even now. Even though the actual textures of both of the items changed, they still look amazing. And the backdrop for this that you actually want to use is a grey concrete, because it's the closest thing to the actual color and it's going to make sure that your anvils are not going to drop. But back to the original video. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm no stranger to weird block palettes and weird decorations that you use with different blocks. I mean, I used observers and anvils to make a floor in survival. So when you look at it, using levers and some iron bars doesn't seem that crazy after all. As you probably noticed, I have 3 different designs that are practically the same because they're using the same principle, which is of course 2 iron bars and 2 levers over here, with the actual soul lantern, which looks really cool with the whole blackstone kinda texture. And I have to say that the first one is definitely my favorite. Reason being is because we are using the hoppers, we are not going too overboard with the decorations, but using hoppers, iron bars and levers gives us a really nice shape that I really like. It's not too big and it's not too small, but it fits amazingly for a light source decoration. Of course you don't have to use these soul lanterns because they don't provide much light. The second one over here, the middle one, is pretty much the same thing, but you can see we eliminated the actual hoppers. And if you don't have space, this is totally fine, you still get a really nice shape. Using some stairs, some slabs over here to kinda compromise for the actual shape and the little archway of the actual hoppers. It still turned out fine, but I have to say the first one is still my favorite. And we get to the third one, which is the longest one of them all. It's pretty much same as the first one, but you can see that we have 2 additional fences that fit perfectly in that tiniest part of the actual hopper, and that's pretty much the main difference. We can see that the tiniest bit of the hopper is actually 4 pixels, and the same goes for the actual fence. And after that, from the fence we have the iron bar, and you can see that the iron bar fits and leaves 1 pixel over here of the actual fence, which just gives you a nice bit of depth, something that maybe not a lot of people are going to notice, but in my builder's eye, even just 1 pixel can make a big difference. So you can see over here for the first one, the actual iron bar is connected to the hopper. We are also going to be left with that 1 pixel because the fence and the tiniest bit of the hopper are both 4 pixels. But yeah guys, that's all I have. Of course, my favorite one has to be the first one because it's not too big, but it's not too small, it's just perfect for me. And I have to say that you don't have to use the black stone, you don't have to use the same block palette as I did, you don't have to use the same lighting source, it's fully up to you what you want to use. Of course, the main part of this is of course the hopper, the iron bar and the lever, which is pretty much the main part of the whole decoration. You can see sometimes you don't even have to use the hoppers, but that's pretty much all it is for this video. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and maybe let me know which other blocks you would use instead of the blackstone. I would really like to see your guys' idea. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you think that any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.